Good morning, StarCraft fans. My name is Isle, and welcome to some more professional StarCraft 2. Today, we're on a map called Moondance, which I don't think I actually have casted enough on. But anyway, in the top left corner, we have our purple Terran player from South Korea, Micro Jackson himself, ByuN. In the opposite corner, also from South Korea, our yellow Protoss player, he is Creator. So, I am interested to see what happens between these two players. It is a Terran versus Protoss between two very good players. Now let's talk a little bit about their ranks while the game is kind of slowly building up. ByuN is currently ranked number 8 according to Eligulac, and he is number 4 Terran in the world. Creator, on the other hand, he is rank 21, which seems a lot lower down, but he's the rank 4 Protoss in the world. So we have a battle of the rank 4s between each other. Now, ByuN is considered Micro Jackson because his standout feature, far and above anything else, is the way he controls his units. If you haven't been watching StarCraft for a while, let me explain where this came from. ByuN won a BlizzCon. It's not even called BlizzCon now anymore. But he won a BlizzCon back in the day, and after he'd won that, Blizzard decided to nerf the Reaper twice because ByuN's control with the Reapers. I mean, if you think about a Reaper now, it's just like a scouting unit. But when he was using them, and he still does use them quite well, he was doing some insane things, and he was quite unbeatable at a point. So yeah, Blizzard decided, nope, we can't let that go. We're gonna have to nerf him. In the meantime, there is a probe just being annoying here. The factory is coming up quickly after the barracks. Everything seems quite normal. On the other side for Creator, we have the single gateway into Cybernetics Core with an Adept on the way. He hasn't gone for his tech structure yet. Shield battery in the main base just to be nice and safe. I wonder if he's probably going to go Stargate, let's be honest. Stargate is the flavor of the month. Yeah. Yep, there it is. Stargate coming up. In terms of Creator, Creator is also a very good player. And he's kind of, in maybe the last year and a half, really come up and he started hitting his strides. Which is kind of weird because back when he was a youngster and he was playing with double Reaper and a Hellion, they're not gonna get it. Adept gets out. But yeah, Creator was training with Maru. They were both youngsters at the time. Now both of them came from Brood War, if I'm not mistaken. But Creator was seen as the kind of StarCraft prodigy. That Hellion tried to sneak in there. A lot of Adepts coming in. But yeah, so everyone had suspected that Reapers coming in, shield battery doing its job, and they should get out quite comfortably. This is a typical ByuN early game, doing a lot of pressure early on. Creator also quite active with his Adepts. These two are going to run into each other, and the Reapers are just going to carry on running. Hellion is getting repaired up. Adept is going to try to sneak in. Yeah, supply depot's up. Everything seems fine. So there are 3 Adepts here. I don't see them getting too much damage. The Oracle is going to join, and with so few Marines... Okay, there's a Cyclone. ByuN cycles the Cyclone across, and the Adept goes down. The Oracle and all the Adepts, and that is time for... There we are, ByuN to move across the map. After he's ferried around the different units, dropping Reapers, dropping Cyclones. Alright, so we're going to see a little bit of early game pressure. We do see Phoenix is coming out for Creator. I'm going to talk more about Creator in a second. Let's just see what happens here. Little bit of pressure here. Cyclone is going to try deal some damage to the Stalker. Moves out of range. I don't think this is meant to actually kill Creator. Just to be a little bit annoying, maybe disrupt some of his production here. Phoenix comes in, lifts the Cyclone. The lift does mean that the Cyclone's lock-on ability breaks. Shield battery is out of power. Overcharge is being used. Okay, so good timing there. That's going to drive the Terran back home. He can't fight through an overcharge, at least not with his army as he has it now. Okay, things seem to be stabilizing a little bit. Pylon in a suspicious location. But yeah, anyway, so Creator was meant to be the next best thing. And Maru was kind of like, yeah, he's a good player, but we're expecting more from Creator. And as we sit now, when we look at StarCraft, I mean, Maru is top tier, best Terran in the world. Considered, or he's fighting for that spot of best player in the world. And Creator for a long time just didn't do anything. Like, he was there, he was playing GSL, but not quite getting into it. So it is good now to see him actually finally starting to get his feet after all this time. We see a little bit of engagement. Protoss gonna drop back to the shield battery. Yeah, no point trying to hold that choke. ByuN also decides he's just gonna hang around in the middle of the map. Behind. Oh, ouch, ouch. Tank shots. Yeah, you can't actually see the units through the little gassy things. But yeah, so there we go. Creator is finally starting to get somewhere, starting to play the StarCraft that he should be. He is a very emotional player. So if you've ever seen him in an offline tournament, he is driven by emotion. So when things are going well, he's pumped and he's ready. And okay, I think there's going to be an attempted blink. ByuN seems to be super ready for this. He is not going to take too much damage at all. Tank is sieged up here. Yeah, we want to be careful with that one. Phoenix is just being used to do some high ground spotting. He only made one Phoenix. That's a bit odd. At the same time, he's going into his robotics bay. Not robotics bay, the robotics facility for some Immortals and external Thermalons, which means he's going to get some Colossus in. Yep, there it is. The Colossus is queued up. We do see combat shields and Stimpack coming up for the Terran. There should be eBays, right? Okay, there's one eBay. No, where's the other one? No, it just seems like it's just one. Okay, well, there you go. But yeah, anyway, I was saying something about Creator and then I completely forgot. Oh yeah, you see, he's just an emotional player, so sometimes he tends to get a bit flustered in matches, and then he has the potential to drop games where he actually really shouldn't. So yeah, Phoenix just popping around, seeing what's going on. ByuN at this stage powering up. He's getting a lot of Marauders. I like the Marauder usage. Catching each other in the middle of the map. Stalker's going to try slow down this push. If it is a push. Now it should be. I love the use of the Raven. The Raven's very good, unless the Raven dies. Never mind. A little bit of miscontrol there by ByuN. You don't often see it. Cyclone also goes down. So this is very good work from Creator. He's using his Stalkers just to slow down the push. Get in a couple of shots, get rid of a Marine, get rid of a tank, blink away before you can take too much damage. Colossus is going to come up. Extended Thermalon's not yet done. There is a second Colossus, so that's good. ByuN at this stage is trying to open up this gap. Creator's just trying to buy time. He's trying to get that extended Thermalons and his charge out. He does not want to engage too quickly. Splitting up his army to two different shield batteries. I really like that. Shield overcharge being used on this side. More warp-ins coming in. Those tanks are dealing some good damage. You don't want to go too far forward and get into that tank range. This stage, the army for Creator is split in two. One at the third, one at the natural. ByuN's going to be pushing into the third. He has Widow Mines protecting those units. Oh, okay. Nice blinks there to try to get away from the Widow Mines. And now he's decided to push into the natural. A lot of damage coming in here. There is a third Colossus. So that is to keep in mind. That's hard to break. The gateway does go down. Not ideal. Widow Mines get taken out and Creator is now jumping on this army. ByuN has got to pull back. Stalkers will blink forward. Get a little bit more damage done. A couple of sneaky Widow Mines put down there. Observer is out. So yeah, Creator gets them. And yeah, pretty solid defense there. ByuN now decides he's going to go for a nice little drop. He does the scan to make sure there's no observer that is spotting this. Same time we see some Archons coming out. Lovely. I do love to see Archons and concussive shells for the Terran player. This is filled with a lot of Marauders. Could deal some good damage over here. There's nothing in the main base to defend this. So, I don't know if I like that scan, but anyway. Dark Shrine coming up. Ghost Academy also coming up. So we're going to see both players taking into their kind of late game units. We'll see the Dark Shrine is probably just going to be used for some little bit of kind of run bys. But Ghosts, obviously, Ghosts really good. At this stage, Creator's going to be pushing in. He has this reinforcing pylon. You see, thinking ahead. ByuN does spot this, but I think this base, yeah, he's going to lift it and move out. There's nothing he can do for it now. Army is going to push in. Oh, I don't know if that's enough. This army is spotted. Oh, wow. He actually did see that. So, that drop, not going to do anything. So, Creator's actually only pushing with half of his army at this stage. Alright, here moves the other half. I think he knows that he has deflected that drop from ByuN. This stage getting disruptors, absolutely lovely. And we see Vikings coming out to deal with the Colossus. Both players playing quite nice against each other here. We'll have to see what happens. I see DTs, but I can't find them. They are warping in somewhere. Alright, here we go. Engagement coming in. The Archons leading the charge. Ooh, but the big EMP goes down. Big Disruptor takes out a bunch of Ghosts. The Archons are down. That is not ideal. Big Disruptor hit. That's beautiful. The Vikings are working on those Colossus. They're going to get rid of them. Protoss is going to pull back. There is a DT doing some happy damage there without being seen. This is a good push for Creator. The Vikings have gotten rid of the Colossus, but that's nothing. You know, the Disruptors have not been dealt with. Supply counts very close for both players. It's very hard to say who is actually in the lead yet. Now that the Colossus is out the way, ByuN is going into Liberators, which are going to help with the Disruptors. Just having those Liberators to zone, very useful. I like this, by the way. Sets up an Observer and has 2 Disruptors so that it can hopefully get a... Oh yes, ByuN's ready for it. Nice try though. It's a dangerous move. Because, yeah, ByuN's now going to try get onto those Disruptors. He's only sending a bunch of Marauders. Does find these Stalkers, so not ideal. Oops, if I can press the right buttons. This is a nice back and forward game so far. Bunch more Liberators on the way. Creator's up to his 5th base already. ByuN has got 4. Okay, so... they're both economically doing very well. Creator has a lot more workers. It is normal for Protoss to have more workers, obviously because Terrans have mules. This base is going to be cancelled. Disruptor, decent hit on the Disruptor there, not too bad at all. Yeah, those Vikings are a little bit of dead supply now. As soon as the Liberators come in, that's obviously going to help him a lot. Ooh, be careful. Widowmine. Oof. Widowmine does get a hit off. Disruptor will deal with it, get rid of it. That's okay. Alrighty. Very interesting here. Very nice play between these two. Very tight game. Their supply is relatively close. Oh, nice little attack coming from the side. That Disruptor didn't do too much. ByuN's going to be pressing into this base. And there's not too much to help defend. Recall is used. That is a very good recall. The Disruptors are in odd place. The Colossus goes down. The High Templar goes down for free. And one more Disruptor shot will push this army back. So the base does survive. And the supplies are still relatively even. These two are really... you can see it's the rank 4 versus the rank 4. In their respective races. They're doing quite well against each other. It's hard to say at this stage who's really going to win. Another pylon coming up here. Nice. Just for some run-bys and things, we see more Dark Templar coming in. They're going to move across the map. Try to see if they can get some damage done. ByuN at this stage is going to push into this base again. Get a cancel, yeah. This is big. This is not ideal for Creator. He definitely does want to get that base up and running. Immortal gets caught out for free. The Colossus are doing some good damage. But the Vikings are having a good time without Stalkers to protect them. Another Colossus gets popped immediately. after coming out of the robotics bay, robotics facility, the robo, that thing. Couple of zealot run-bys working on this base, and that's actually made ByuN pull his entire army back. That's not ideal. DTs, no, just a couple of zealots. Okay, so it is the battle of the next base. Dark Templar is also causing a bunch of disruption on this side. Just a couple of units just sent to the other side of the map makes it really difficult for the Terran to expand. It takes a lot of actions to deal with it, Dark Templar, and Creator's just going to leave it there, just have a good time. This base gets denied once again. Good EMP goes down on those stalkers. They're going to blink back to reinforcements. Another robo goes down. That is not ideal. That's why you don't want your robos in the front. Disruptor comes in, gets taken out. The DTs are in. Another disruptor shot doesn't get enough. This army is quite low of ByuN. Ooh, and the Colossus are still out there dealing a lot of damage. At the same time though, there is a drop on this side, and that has dealt 21 SCVs worth of damage. So the multitasking of ByuN, much better than mine because I missed most of it. But, you know, we kind of saw the results. This army is getting healed up. The medevacs are very low on energy. ByuN actually doesn't have enough medevacs, I don't think. We're going to see maybe a all-out push here from Creator. ByuN has put himself quite comfortably in the lead now. He's in a good position. This army is lacking its splash. It's got Archons, but they are not going to be enough. Creator is being driven back all the way. Look, ByuN's army is very low. One disruptor shot can change everything. Those Colossus are still having a good time. Ooh, this is very tight. But again, a drop comes in here, dealing some more damage with the workers, making sure this base cannot mine. Creator has been crippled a little bit on the economy. Oh, this army is so low. It's giving me a little bit of nerves. ByuN, heal, get some more medevacs in. And I think this is going to be the push. Creator's going to try end the game here. Colossus are doing good damage, but it's just more orders now. GG is called though. Creator runs out of steam, and ByuN takes a game that was very even until he had one nice drop into the, what was that, the 5th base. Anyway, I hope you really liked this game. I thought it was great fun to cast. ByuN showing off his skills. Creator holding his own though. If you did, make sure to like the video. I really appreciate all of the support. Subscribe if you want to see more StarCraft content, and I will see you in the next one.